Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's me again, Jen. Hello! And we are still reading with the Steampunk Tarot by Barbara Moore and illustrated by Ali Fell. And we are on the 28th of July, so only a few more days with these cards, which is a little bit of a bummer because I know we haven't seen like some of the really great ones in here, some of the best of the best. So I think hopefully it has whet your appetite for them. And again, a big thank you to Ron Tobin, who is an author friend of mine who gave me these cards. And I look forward to reading our next set of cards too. But for today, let's see what we've got for this deck. All right. Here we go. The Five of Cups. That's 2 cups in a row on this week. So that's pretty interesting. It looks like it may be an emotional week, maybe. So either way, we are talking in the suit of cups, which means the suit of emotions and feelings and all of those kinds of things, as well as being represented by water and the west and things of that nature. The fives are usually kind of a shift in things. So if you get a 4, everything is pretty stable or maybe even stagnant, whereas a 5 is kind of can sometimes depict loss as such in this one, and sometimes just a moving on and moving forward. But in a lot of cases, it's a loss. So here it is, the loss in the 5 of Cups. As you can see, we have our sign, our liquor sign up at the top here, which means we are in a bar, and there's a sweet barmaid right here, and she's bringing 2 more cups. But our character here, he is sort of maybe a few cups in and maybe a few too many cups in. These are all tipped over. His head is down. He's sort of kind of probably drunk, probably crying. And in a more traditional set, this card depicts him just kind of with his arms folded and head down as if kind of more contemplative. In this one, he seems really at a loss. He seems either drunk, passed out, or just done. And I think that kind of embodies that feeling a little bit more than just that contemplativeness under a tree. But in this case, what the 3 cups that are spilled represent are the emotions, the things that we have lost or lost control of. So maybe we flew off the handle and said something we didn't want to say and upset people, or maybe we exposed our more raw emotions in a moment of mourning or a moment of kind of passion where we didn't control those emotions and now there has been some sort of loss. We can never really kind of take back what we've said. We can't take back what we've done. It's done, it's past. The flip side of this is the bartender here, she's bringing kind of 2 more cups, which obviously not equal to the cups that have been lost, but still it's something new. And we kind of need to look at that and go, oh, well, there's something else. There are greater things to come. And it's not always a complete loss. Everything, we do recover from things after a time. What these cups kind of represent too, I think especially with the barkeep kind of bringing them, is that kindness, that sympathy. So if you are not this character and you may be this one, it may be that you want to kind of put forth some sympathy to someone or offer them some consoling or nurturing in that way to tell them, hey, it's not always going to be all bad. You know, you've survived 100% of your bad days, sort of feeling with this card. That said, this card does kind of represent that lull, that grieving or depression or sadness that may come over time and in moments. I mean, we've all had bad days and we've all had to grieve over something. We've all had a loss of some kind, maybe some more than others, especially now. So when you look at this card and you see kind of that loss versus sympathy, really look at, well, which side are you on? Are you still in the loss phase, or are you looking for some sympathy, or are you reaching out to others? And maybe your story can kind of give that hope to somebody else as well. So that's kind of that how this card feels in terms of the emotions and things like that. The thing I don't like so much about this is that the cups are kind of on the same side, whereas in other decks, they're kind of like three of them are down and in front of the character, which usually means kind of the past or things that have already happened, whereas the things that are like up and above are usually either from the gods or they're things to come. So they haven't quite looked towards it yet. And I like that it's kind of on opposite sides. And in this case, having them on the same side is a little bit weird. Also, I noticed that there's two more cups in the background here. And if you're not a really good reader or you're not as intuitive about, how many cups you're dealing with, and also maybe if you don't realize that this is a 5 of cups written down here, because again, the font on this is not perfect. So if you're looking to count cups, these two do stand out enough for me to go, oh, this is 5, right? It's not 7, because I know what the 7 of cups looks like. This is the 5, and yet there's 2 extra cups over here. So I don't know. That makes me a little bit uncomfortable with the design of this card. It's otherwise beautiful. I love the colors. I do love this deck for all of its kind of muted tones to it. I wouldn't read this deck in the dark though, because it's very, very dark and hard to tell what's going on in it sometimes. But yeah, that's one of the first ones that I've kind of been, I'm not so sure about this having extra cups so prominent. I mean, if they were different shaped, oh look, there's another one too. Look at that. She's got another cup back here. I feel like they needed to be mugs or something, or maybe shorter stemmed, or just a different looking cup. Having them all look the same is a little bit awkward, especially since really the 8 of cups has a very similar feel. So you could mistake this for either one. I don't know. That's just me. But in any case, not a super pleasant card for a Tuesday, but it is interesting. And I do look forward to seeing the last few cards that we're going to draw. And maybe, I don't know, maybe this is the week of the Cups cards. We'll find out. It's very interesting. As always, check out the links in the description below for my website and any other cool stuff that's going on. Check out the playlist to see more of the tarot readings that we've done, as well as some other interesting and weird things that I do on my channel. And I look forward to seeing your comments in the comment section and your insight and how you feel about these cards. As always, have a beautiful, wonderful Tuesday. Stay safe, stay healthy, and please stay cool. It's so hot out there. Either way, I will see you soon. Bye!